This is Jason Mudd with Cascade Media. In today's Urban Professional segment, I'm working and talking with Mr. Dwyane Blakely. We go way back in high school days. Actually, before that, we go back to middle school days. How you doing, man?
Man, doing good. Yeah, man, we go way back, man. 20,
Yeah.
30 years ago, man.
Man, time flies, doesn't it? It really does.
Absolutely.
I can't believe it, man. We all old now, doing our thing now, you know what I mean? Just being grown men, you know? So it's crazy.
Adult life, baby. I call it adult life.
I'm telling you. See, in the background there, you got that old high school basketball picture of us, our seniors back there. I like that, man. I told you, man, I want to
Yes,
get a
sir.
copy of
That's
that
what
a
it
long
is.
time ago, man. They copied that picture. So next time I come in town,
Yep.
I need to copy
Oh,
that, bro,
yeah.
from my wall right over here. I really do.
All right.
Definitely. Okay. Well, again, I brought Dwyane on today because, like I said, we go back a very long ways. I knew he's a guy who's been very professional in his life. He's went a long way. Actually, he played pro football back in the day, and from that, he's kind of catapulted up into doing bigger things. And Dwyane, tell the people about yourself, what you're doing now, and what your current profession is.
Okay, so now I'm a personal trainer, and I kind of have a lot of different avenues I'm going with that. I have adults that I do, and I'm at a couple of different gyms with that. And also, obviously, being an athlete, I do some athletic training with young kids. And I told you earlier, I do it every day of the week. I don't really have a day off. And it's honestly something I really enjoy.
Wow. So you never get tired, you never get worn out. That's amazing, man. For real, it really is.
Man, I tell you what, it's kind of like the old saying, I know it's cliche, find something that you love to do and that you would do for free and find a way to get paid for it. And so
Wow.
that's kind of where I'm at. I'm in the gyms plural, every day. And I tell people all the time, man, I'm not really working that hard. This is fun for me. I'm
Yeah.
really not. I'm just in there, and I'm motivating people. And then every now and then I'll catch a workout myself. It's a good thing.
That's key too, doing something you like to do. That's why I'm doing this now. I got it with Carlos, new mentor. And we were before back in the day, back in 2015 for about a month or so, but I kind of fell off of doing this. But I guess God will, universe, whatever you want to call it, brought us back together again. And here we are again. I'm going at it one more time, see how I can go about this time, making it, more fruitful and actually getting the voices out there. What our goal is here at Cascade is kind of let everyone know who we
Right.
are, what we do. We feature people who are of primarily Black descent, essentially. We want to kind of get that Black voice out there, let people know what people are doing, and give people that encouragement to kind of see if he's doing it, if she's doing it over here, I can do it too. And that's why I thought of you first.
Right.
So speaking of which,
Okay.
how
All
did you
right.
kind of get into doing your personal training? What made you go that route after football?
So playing football, I had a trainer all the time. I mean, even if you're on a team, you have a strength and conditioning coach, and he or she was responsible for getting us in shape. In the off season, I would come back to St. Joe or wherever I would spend the off season, and I would always get a trainer, and I just watched what they did, and I was like, I would probably really enjoy that, and so I kind of had to get certified
Of course.
because my degree was not in, exercise physiology or anything like that. I got certification through the American Council of Exercise, and it took me about a year and some change to get that. I had to take a test, all that stuff. I had to pass it, get a certain score, and then basically from there, I just went to the gym. And the first gym that I got hired at, it was a disaster. I'm not going to lie to you. The gym wound up going out of business, and on top of that, the way that my pay structure was, it was a bum deal. So I had to get my own clients, but the gym took 40% of whatever I made. And so, I was kind of out there fishing to get clients, but at the end of the day, I still had to fork over 40%. And
40%?
it was a bum deal, 40%,
That's insane.
40%.
That's insane.
Yes.
I gotta say.
And so the gym closed, and I went to a gym that was right down the street. It was a better situation. They changed my deal from 40% to they were only taking 25 now, which is, I mean, it's a 15% difference. It doesn't seem like a lot, but and that's kind of where it just took off. Uh, I had probably 25 to 30 clients in that gym, and from there I branched out. I'm at 3 gyms with adults, and then I have one gym where I'm at with the kids. So I'm at 4 gyms now, and it's took off.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I seen you one day at the high school running the stairs one day. I had
Yep.
seen you running with some clients. I saw you there, but I recognized you. You got so slim. Like you've
Yep.
always been tall, of course, but you really slimmed down. I'm like, who's this big tall dude over here? I don't know who that guy is. You know, cause you had the beard going and everything else too. I'm like, who's this guy here? I don't know who this guy is. You know, but eventually I realized it was you. I'm like, wow, he's really doing this thing. I really can respect that, definitely. So,
Yeah.
and
So I
you
say
have
the
your own business
biggest
called.
thing is,
Go ahead. So go ahead.
yeah. So the biggest thing, playing football, you want to be heavy, you want to be bulky. And I was 265, 270 at the time playing, and now I'm about 240, 245. So 30-pound, 20-pound difference. But more than anything, Mud, I'll tell you, these clients that I'm training, they'll try me here and there. Like they want to see, like, okay, you're pushing me to do all this stuff. Can you do it?
Yeah.
So I got to stay on top of my game, man. I mean, that's honestly probably more motivating than anything, is that knowing that any given time, one of these guys or girls are going to pull my card, and I got to be ready.
I like that. I like that. I like that. Yeah. Show them what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a former
Oh
football
yeah.
player. I know how to do this stuff. It's nothing to me. I've been doing this for years now. Come on now. I got you. I got you. All right. Well, anyway, I also want to bring up something about like I said, we are businesses looking to kind of enlighten the community in terms of not only just sports, but also cultural, political, that kind of stuff as well. So I was curious, when you got your business going, was it hard to kind of maintain your income stream with the, I guess, currently now going on with the COVID? How's that been going on with you? How's that affected your business lately?
Man, so COVID was rough, obviously because being a trainer, I work with a majority of people one on one. It's just me and them. And so you have that aspect as far as the COVID goes, social distancing, you got to wear masks. But the biggest thing was, the shutdown. Gyms were closed for, I believe, for me, it was like 8 or 9 weeks. I couldn't even get in the gym. So I lost about 20% of my normal business.
I can
And
imagine.
we tried to do the virtual thing. And, with working out, you need somebody there with you more times than not. And so it was tough. I would say now I'm kind of back to what I was doing pre-COVID, but it knocked the wind out of my sails, man. It was rough.
Gotcha. Now, when you do your job, you go to gym? You said right, 3 gyms you work with. Is that correct? 3 gyms
Yeah.
you kind of have your businesses through.
Yes.
Now, I thought you actually I always assumed you had your
So
own personal space somewhere, but you don't have that, correct? Yeah, you go through other gyms and contract through them essentially.
yes, I'm a contractor, and I'll tell you what the thought process is because even though I'm at 3 gyms and plus a basketball gym, so really 4 gyms, I got to pay rent at each gym. So
Ah,
I'm paying rent times 4, which that's a lot of money.
mhm.
But here's where I'm at with that. I could definitely afford to have my own space, but as long as I'm paying rent, hey, if the toilet don't break, if the toilet breaks, that's not my problem.
Mm.
If the treadmill don't work, that's not my problem.
I got
See
you.
what I'm saying?
That's smart.
So
Yeah,
even
smart.
though,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm paying rent times 4, but when something breaks, I don't have to worry about it because I'm just a contractor.
yeah.
Whereas if I have my own space and something breaks, that's on me. So it's just a lot easier, less of a headache. I can come and go. The gyms that I'm at, all 3 of them are 24 hours. The basketball gym, I can go in there anytime I want to. So I've got a pretty good setup. But there's definitely pros to being a contractor as opposed to having my own space where I got to foot the bill for everything.
Gotcha. You're more flexible. What you can do, you're kind of free to kind of move as you want, as opposed to being stuck in one brick and mortar place. It's your responsibility.
Yep.
I'd imagine it probably costs you more. Things start going bad. Toilets,
Yeah.
lights, things like that. So yeah, overhead's
Yep.
cheaper. Yeah.
Yep. And seeing what else I've also kind of figured out is, so a lot of times with gyms, folks kind of play the proximity game where, okay, yeah, this gym is right down the street. I'm gonna go to this gym. Well, being at 3, 4 different gyms, I can kind of dip my hand into a lot of different sectors of the community. Whereas if I was just stuck at one place, I'd miss out on all those people because it's too far from drive, all that stuff. So it like I said, it definitely has its positives.
Gotcha. Let me ask you, being how long you been doing this again? You've been doing personal training for how many years now?
Man, so I got out of football in 2010, 2011. And like I said, it took me a year to get certified and all that stuff. So this is going on 9, almost 10 years. So it's been a long time.
So 10 years into it, how do you get your clientele base up? What's your method as far as getting that done? Do you reach out through online? Do you do TV commercials, radio spots? How do you do that?
I've done a little bit of everything. I've done TV commercials. I've done online ads. But I'm telling you, the best thing for me has been word of mouth. You know, it's kind of like if you have a friend and they're going to a trainer or going to a hairstylist or whoever, and they're like, oh man, go to so and so. They do a great job. That weighs more than anything I can put on TV or anything I can put on the internet because of the personal relationship, you know, because I'm dealing with folks one on one and I'm right here. So the more people I can have vouch for me personally, the better.
Gotcha. So word of mouth and referrals is the main way you get your business up.
Absolutely. And I tell you, the craziest thing, man, is most of my clients are long-term clients. So I've been doing this, like I said, 9 going on 10 years. I've got a lot of folks that have been with me 8, 9 years.
Right.
No joke.
Well, when it works, it works. And people just when they see the real, they stick with it, you know. So I can imagine that. Gotcha. Now, do you have your clients in Kansas City that you work with? Or are your clients based in St. Joseph or they kind of spread out amongst the area?
So the deal with St. Joe is we've got some surrounding communities. I've got some folks from Savannah that come down. I've got some folks that are in Dearborn and places like that that come down. But I did have some clients in Kansas City. I was playing, I guess this is another avenue that I got into. I was playing the semi-pro basketball, and you knew that.
Yeah, yeah.
With Mr. Tucker, with Brian Tucker. And so I did have some clients in Kansas City when I was doing that. But kind of COVID put a damper on that as well. I haven't even been to Kansas City, Mud. I ain't even been down there.
Since How long? How long have you been?
I ain't been, man. I've been landlocked, St. Joe.
That's crazy. That's kind of surprising. We're only an hour away, man. Not far at all.
Man, I'm telling you, like, so when this COVID hit, like the biggest thing for me to worry about is I'm worried about liability. Because like I said, I'm dealing with folks one-on-one. So if I go out and catch COVID, then I give it to 3 of my clients, that could be considered negligence on my part.
Of course.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. So like I said, when COVID hit, I buckled down because, you know, you don't want to give anybody any type of grounds where they could be like, hey, you know, Dwyane wasn't doing fill in the blank, you know. So I truly did. I buckled down. I'm still buckled down just because you don't even want to give anybody grounds for them, you know, to have a lawsuit or anything like that.
Yeah, that became a pain in the butt. You got to come out your pocket. That's just not something you want to work with or do with.
Oh, yeah. I'm working hard over here, man. I can't have it.
Yeah, keep all your money to yourself, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Keep it to yourself, without question. Now, do you plan to expand to anything else, or do you think you're going to stick with this business model for, you know, for a while going forward?
I'm rolling with it, man. So people always ask, like, you know, how long can you do this? You know, you're 41 going on 42. How long can you do it? Mud, you know, remember Tim Nasson, Coach Nasson?
I remember him, yes. Yep.
Okay, so Coach Nasson, he's a personal trainer, and he's way ahead of us. He's 57, 58,
70,
somewhere in there.
70s, yeah.
So he's still doing it. And, you know, he got different styles than I do, but I'm watching him do it. So I'm feeling like as long as I continue to take care of myself and, you know, knock on wood, you know, I don't have any injuries or any, you know, catastrophic situations. I'm just going to do this until I drop. I mean, that's the motto.
Gotcha. Meantime, stack your bread up, man. Stack your bread up. Yeah. Now, as your own personal business owner, do you actually ever, I guess, merge other business owners? Do you guys commingle as far as, you know, trying to promote things, you know, and kind of interchange different disciplines in terms of knowing someone who has maybe a milkshake shop or a protein shop and kind of do what, you know, I'm talking about?
No. So I've done several projects like that over the years. And it's actually, it sounds like a good idea, but it can be really tough because, you know, just because people support business A doesn't mean they'll necessarily support business B. It's got to be somebody that I really trusted. And like I said, I've done, you know, 3, 4, 5 times with this, and it just gets tough because, like I said, when somebody vouches for me, that says a lot. But then when I go and vouch for another person, I'm depending on this other person to bring their game to the table.
Of course.
Sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. So, but yeah, I've done that. I've done with the supplements, and I had a lady coming in that wanted me to sell Herbalife or something like that. I didn't do it,
Mm.
but I've definitely entertained some things like that. You know, few and far between. But to me, it just kind of makes things too sticky. I've got a good thing
Yeah.
going, and I don't want to risk watering my product down by attaching it to something else.
Gotcha. So no Smoothie King for you, that type of stuff.
Well, Brandon. So Brandon Nichols, you remember Brandon?
I do.
Yeah, Brandon owns the Smoothie Kings. He owns the one here in St. Joe, and I want to say he owns some in Kansas City too. So I'm never discouraging folks from doing what they want to do, and I would never be like, oh, don't go to business B, but I'm just hesitant about attaching my name to it.
Yeah,
If you
of
need
course,
a
of course.
supplement, if you need protein, go ahead and go do what you're going to do. But as far as me, partnering with somebody and trying to make it to where it's like, okay, we're in tandem here. I'm just kind of leery.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, let me see. I think that's all I have for you today. Honestly, I don't have much to go over. I want to go politics with you, but I think we'll hold politics for another day. You know what I'm saying?
You
So
sure about that, man? Because I'm telling you, hey, the thing about this political stuff is being in gyms, mud, and being with clients one on one. Mud, we're talking about this stuff all day long,
yeah.
and
And
it,
when the past
it's
4 years,
crazy.
it's been nuts.
Is crazy, man. And so we're north of Kansas City, and we're kind of up here, bordering farmland. And a lot of these folks up here are not sensitive to the issues that are going on. And so me as a black man, uh, it's tough. I had a lady tell me the other day that COVID would go away. This is a quote, but this is what she said. She said COVID would go away if they stopped letting all these immigrants in the country.
That was her mindset. You
Told me
serious?
that.
Wow.
Yeah, told me
Now
that.
that there, that
I didn't say a word,
that's Trump talking to her. That's what that is.
but I didn't say a word because this is one of my clients. She's been coming in for a long time, but I'm telling you, I
Mhm.
deal with this stuff on a daily basis, and I've got to kind of bite my tongue because this is business, you know.
Yeah,
But
it is
if
sticky.
I got 30 people coming in, 25 of them are not sensitive to what's going on.
Yeah. I'm sure, you want to say something to them and set them straight because you know the truth. But at the same time, you don't mess with your money. Keep your money flowing, so you don't mess with your money.
Can't do it.
Just nod your
Hey, can't
head,
do it. No,
smile,
no.
and have do some more burpees, or some more setups, and
Absolutely.
leave it at that.
Oh
Leave it at that. Yeah,
yeah.
because the last few years, man, I'm telling you,
Yep.
the political climate has been insane. Like when Obama got inaugurated back in '08, I became more politically aware, right? But when Trump got inaugurated, I
Mhm.
became like just hypersensitive to everything in terms of understanding what's going on,
Right.
what people are thinking, because you have to understand, be aware of the fallacies out there, the stories out there that people are being fed into, and they're getting led astray. The lady
Right.
said a minute ago, she said about the
Yep.
letting the foreigners in. What? I mean, COVID spreads no matter what.
That's
It
what she
doesn't matter
said.
who comes in. It's airborne. It travels no matter what. So you have to kind of just know the truth, the science behind it. Those who talk like that, just pray for them. That's all you can really do. And keep working with them. So that's all we can
Hey,
do.
I'm telling you, I got two or three guys that come in. I got two or three guys that come in. They believe all those conspiracy theories about the election. They're telling me about all this stuff. And like I said, I don't say anything, but that's what we dealing with up here, man.
Yeah. Well,
That's what
in
we
the
dealing with.
Midwest, Missouri, Iowa, Kansas, this is a red area of the country. You know what I mean? So you would imagine you might be like all the time. People who just don't really understand real, the real story out there. So, like I said before, when people talk like that, all you can do is basically just let them be and just go about your business. That's all you can really do. And just do your thing. That's pretty much it. That's it.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
But I'll tell you, but I gotta leave you with one story here, man. I gotta leave you with one story, and you probably already know this. And so like, right now with my personal training, it's all I'm piggybacking off of my athletic career. I'm piggybacking off of playing football. I'm piggybacking off of doing the semi-pro basketball. But a lot of people don't know, and you probably remember, after my sophomore year at Central Mud, I wasn't gonna play football.
I remember that.
I wasn't gonna play.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah, I
that?
remember that. Yep.
I wasn't gonna play because I felt like I was a better basketball player, and I wanted to focus all my time on basketball.
Yeah, you were a hooper.
And if it wasn't for, if it wasn't for Coach Dudek and my mom and everybody around, I wouldn't have played. And so now, with anybody who's kind of faced with a situation where they feel like A is better than B, I want to do this because I'm going to be better at this. My advice to them is, man, just let it play out.
Yeah.
Do what you can while you can. Do everything you can, to kind of keep all your doors open, because you never know how it's going to play out. And I never thought I'd be an NFL player. I never thought that.
Yeah.
But just by keeping my options open, it changed my life.
Yeah.
So and that's kind of the story that I want to leave folks with is, just leave your options open. Don't close the door because you don't know what opportunities you're shutting off.
That's true. That's true. And that's why I'm doing this now. I figured new opportunity, new journey, and see what we can do with it. You know what I mean? So, again, man, Dwyane, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it again, man. And before you go, also let people know where can they find you as far as Facebook or YouTube, where they can find your videos at. We can get in touch with you.
I'm on Facebook. Everything is under Blaketivity. So you can just Google Blaketivity, several sites, Facebook, YouTube, all that stuff. I'm out there, man. Come find me.
Right. And how do you spell it, by the way, Blaketivity? How do you spell it for the people out there? How do you spell Blaketivity?
BLAKETIVITY.
All right, cool. Okay. All right, again, like I said, man, I appreciate you for coming on. Like I said before, that picture behind you, the one with us as seniors, I want that soon enough, man. I really do. Straight up. I like that. Let me get that from you for sure. All right, and again, thanks everybody for watching. This is Jason Mudd from Cascade Media. Speaking to my man Dwyane Blakely, and I'll leave with this parting thought: authenticity, the true currency in life. So keep it real. Thank you for watching.
The program is brought to you by the Kansas City Business Association.